Are buy-to-lets dead? Is it done in the UK? Is there no more room for money, profit, capital appreciation? Have the government destroyed us?
I can't stay too patient, cause shorty, you've been fake to me. I'm just trying to let you know before I tell you. I can't see us out the place, get the fuck up out the game. I just need a one-on-one with you before I tell them.
So here we are. We have rising taxes, increased mortgage rates. We have tighter regulations. But guess what, guys? Buy-to-lets are definitely not dead. That is my opinion after being in the industry for a decade. And I'm going to explain to you why I believe they are not dead. And by the time the video finishes, you will have a better understanding of why people who build portfolios, people who own buy-to-let properties, if you do it correctly, always become wealthy. Let me break down a traditional buy-to-let for you. So we have a property and we purchased the property for £200,000. We are talking about limited companies because in your personal name, I'm not a big fan of purchasing buy-to-let properties to build a portfolio because of multiple reasons, especially tax implications. So we are basing what we do in this video on limited company, being sensible, but you do need to go and get your financial advice from somebody who can assess your situation and help you on your journey. That's what I am supposed to say to make sure I don't get in trouble. But I'm a limited company guy. And you purchase it for 200,000, meaning you have to put a £50,000 deposit into the property. Now, there are cheaper properties out there that you can do buy-to-lets on. So I'm going average, middle, because there's a reason, and I'll explain why. Now, the deposit that you put into your buy-to-let, it's equity. It's also safety for the lender, meaning you have put down 25% of the purchase price. So if you don't pay your mortgage or the property gets repossessed or something happens, touch wood, it never does to any of you guys on here, but the lender is safe then. They have equity in the property. Now, we all know there's stamp duty. We all know there's legal fees. We all know there's extra costs. But I am going cash purchase, ease of use numbers, so everybody on the video can follow clearly. So for everybody out there who's a negative Nancy, we know there's stamp duty, we know there's legal fees, we know there can be surveys. We're not talking about them in the numbers today. So don't start with the nasty comments below. 200,000, £50,000 deposit, meaning we have borrowed £150,000. If we base the interest rates on 4 to 6% in today's market, okay, we are looking at paying around £1,250 in interest payments on this property. Now, a £200,000 property in Birmingham will rent out for around £1,600. So the next part of this will explain all of the numbers for you guys and make it easier for you to understand. Birmingham, my Property Accelerator is back. 10 a.m. till 5 p.m, a full day of property training. Every strategy that I have done to get to where I am today. Do you want to escape your 9 to 5? Do you want to create that financial freedom? Well, this will be the best £11 you have ever spent. So, 4 to 6%, okay? That's what we're working on. And depending on your criteria, let's put it at £1,250. And the property rents out for £1,600, okay? So meaning you are left with £350. You will have some taxes, obviously, and you will have to pay your taxes. But again, we're just using ease of use numbers. So overall, after a year, okay, you will have £4,200 rental left after you have paid your mortgage on your property. But remember what we said. You put £50,000 into it, plus stamp duty and legals. £50,000 was your deposit, and you're making £4,200 a year. Now, in that year, something might go wrong. You might have to do repairs. You might have to spend some money. You are going to have to upgrade the tired property after a number of years, maybe 5 years, maybe 4 years, maybe 7 years. But this is the bit other people on social media don't teach you. This is the bit where all of the people out there that saying buy-to-lets are dead because you putting £50,000 into something to get 4,200 is stupid. They don't understand what a real buy-to-let is. So let me explain. We have the 7-year cycle in property. If you purchase a property in the right area, capital appreciation does its thing. It doubles in the right area, okay? And the West Midlands is a great area, most of it. So we get £4,200 in year 1. We get £4,200 in year 2. In year 3, we might up the rent. In year 4, we stick to the same. In year 5, it will go up. And in year 7, it will go up again. So we have the increase in rent. I don't know the exact numbers it's going to go up. I just know it's going to go up, okay? So you have made that much money from your £50,000 investment every year. And you might have to spend some money to fix some stuff. But the property value was 200,000. And within this period, that will turn into 400,000. Meaning, in 7 years, you have made £200,000, okay? So you have made around £28,000 a year. Every year, you make £25,000. I'm using ease of use numbers. So, when you look at the money that goes into your bank and you think, for my £50,000 investment, that's not a lot of money. But you know, if you understand how buy-to-lets work, the capital appreciation year by year is doing great things. And it keeps doing it every year. Now, it won't go up like that in the year. You might have a bit more of a jump in year 3 and year 4 than in year 7. But if you understand what I'm talking about, you will understand why buy-to-lets are the greatest wealth building property strategy in the UK, long term. Because you imagine having 10 very good buy-to-lets in a capital appreciating area that you have built over a period of time, and in 20 years, they have nearly 3 times the value of what you originally purchased it for. And every 7 years, they double, 400, 800, 1.2. Can you imagine your money compounding like that? So for all these people out there that say buy-to-lets are dead, they're never going to die. They're just a long-term strategy that you need to understand how they work correctly. The invisible money is the capital appreciation. The physical money that goes in your bank is the one that everybody looks at and goes, what a terrible investment. Because in today's society, people don't want to wait 7 years. Most people think you can achieve financial freedom in 7 days. And that is why the 99% are over there and the 1% is standing right here.